In today's video, we're gonna play 4 color routes. Yeah, 4 color routes. This deck is absolutely amazing. It has so many synergies, and it also plays some new cards in Scout the City. But Awaken, the Honor Dead, and Estali Reclaimer in this type of deck goes absolutely nuts. And how do we win games? How do we close it out? You're gonna see in this video. Have fun. So this is the 4 color roots deck. I played against this deck on the ladder against someone called Katsoden. If I'm wrong, sorry, but that was the name, I think. It was number 35. And when I played against that person, I think like 2 or 3 times, it was always in the top 50. I'm not 100% sure if I have the deck correct, but it looked something like this. So we're gonna try this version. If you see this video, please let me know. Your deck is amazing, so I had to try it out, and the games were great. So this is a Roots deck, and the main card is the Insidious Roots, which is a 2 mana enchantment. Creature tokens you control have add 1 mana of any color, and whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put the +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. So the way we trigger this enchantment is by getting cards from our graveyard to our hand, or exile them, or many ways, but it has to be creature, right? So there are many lines in this deck. I will just go over all the cards first, and then I will try to display some of the lines we can do. So let's look at some cards where we can exile cards. And one of the cards is definitely Scavenging Ooze, which is a 2 mana 2/2. A creature, and for 1 green you can exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, you gain 1 life. So the life gain in this is already quite good in this deck, and this one gives you life. And this card is also the card that is amazing against the Cavero combo deck, and you will see, which is remove everything they have. So this is a really strong card in that matchup, and it allows you to exile your creatures as well, so you get triggers here. Another card is the Mold Tender, which is a 1 mana 1/1. We can mill a card and tap it, or we can tap it and exile a card from your graveyard and add 1 mana of any color. This way, we also have a way to exile cards and also ramp at the same time, which both works great. Another way is the Ruble Belt Maverick, which is a 1 mana 1/1. When this enters to well 2, and for 1 green we can exile this card from our graveyard and put the +1/+1 counter on target creature. We can only activate this as a sorcery, but yeah, this is also really nice. Also the Surveil helps us to fill our graveyard quite well. So these are cards that have more like the exile plan, but we also have other ways, because it's about when a creature leaves the graveyard, right? So Dredger's Insight here, a 2 mana enchantment. Whenever 1 or more artifact and creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. It's also again life gain. Again, this deck has a lot of life gain. When this enchantment enters the mill fall card, you may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the mill cards into your hand. So here we can take a creature out, get it on our hand, and it will trigger roots as well. Overlord of the Balemurk here, same 5 mana 5/5 with embedding 5 for 2, so basically it's a 2 mana spell. And when this permanent enters or attacks mill 4 cards, then you may return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker card from the graveyard to your hand. Again, a way to trigger it. These are some of the ways, but also here is Awaken the Honor Dead. This card is the MVP in this deck. I really think this card is so strong. So first of all, it's a 3 mana Saga. It comes in, you destroy target non-land permanent, so we have a removal. On the second step, we mill 3 cards, which is always nice. We want to keep filling our graveyard over and over. And on the third step, you may discard a card. When you do, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can discard, you could technically discard this card and then get it back on your hand. If you want to, it will trigger roots as well. So also a way to trigger roots. We have some cards where you look at this, oh, what are they doing here? So first of all, we have Catramos here. I saw also Catramos in their deck, so I wanted to add it, and it's actually quite good. It's a 3 mana 4/4 god, menace lifelink indestructible. This card cannot attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile, and as we just saw before, there are many ways to exile cards. And whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyard and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. This one with Ooze draws you a full hand if you need to. And also what I like about this card, it works great against board wipes, it sticks to the battlefield. And if they have, let's say, exile your graveyard and you have a Catramos out, well, it's activated. So Catramos helps in these 2 scenarios, and it's just overall a good card. We also have Halia, Guided by Light here, a 3 mana 3/3. When Holly or another creature your artifact control enters, you gain 1 life. At the beginning of end step, draw a card. If you gain 3 or more life this turn, you can warp it for 1. As you saw before, there's so many ways to get life in this deck. So this card will usually always draw as a card. As a 2-off, I was a bit surprised when I saw this card, but when I played it, it felt really good in this deck. Since we do create quite a lot of creature with the roots. And other than that, it's also other ways to gain life, right? So this will still apply. One of the other MVP cards in this deck was Estali Reclaimer. I have 2, maybe there was 3 in the deck, I don't know, but this card is so powerful. Maybe there should be 3. But yeah, it's a 5 mana, 5/4 Flying Angel Warrior with Warp 3. When this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is this amount of mana you spend to cast this creature. So you cannot get a creature back, but you can get Awaken back. And Awaken in Estali is really, really crazy. You will see we, against Cheskai Artifact, we just basically played Awaken over and over, because this card goes in the graveyard, right? And you just warp, and then you can do it later again, and so on. It's really, really powerful. It's an endless recursion, technically, if you want to destroy this one and then get it back. But I'm just saying, it's a really powerful thing. And also it's a flyer, 5/4, is also really strong. You can also get back one of the Seam Rips. Yeah, we play 2 Seam Rips here, which is a 1 mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent with value 2 or less until this leaves. Many targets, of course, good against aggressive decks. I'm not sure if they played 3. I played 2 now, maybe it was 3. I also saw Scout the City, a new card. Yeah, we play also new cards in this deck. Scout the City, a 2 mana sorcery. Choose 1. You mill 3 cards. And you put the permanent card from among them into your hand. You gain 3 life. Again, 3 life would trigger this. And you get the card back there. So there's also, there's also another card, which is instant, that gives you 4. But here we get the 3 life. And we also have the Bring Down, which is destroy target creature with flying. So a bit more flexible here, but it's sorcery speed, but it gets you 3 life in the best of 1 meta, still quite good. But yeah, this is the main deck here. We also have the Pollinator, I'm not sure how many played them, but I had 2. And this is quite good because it's a 1 mana 1/2. You can tap and untap permanent control, add 1 mana of any color. We play 4 colors, it helps us, the Tender helps us, the Pollinator helps us. And we have a lot of permanents on the battlefield, like Roots, like the Balemurks, right? Like the Insights. So this one goes quite well with this. I'm not 100% sure of the numbers of the card, but this is how I would do it. I saw breeding pools, so we have 3 breeding pools. I played 2 passages, 4 towns, and the rest is a mix of lands. The mana base maybe can be better, but it worked quite well for me. I never had once problem with the mana, so I think calculation-wise it is quite good. The deck is really, really strong, but let's have a look at some lines. So turn 1, of course, one of these cards would be the best, one of the dogs. Turn 2, you have multiple options here. If you have a Roots on hand and you know it sticks, you can play Roots. If you want to follow it up with an Insight or Balemurk to trigger this already, to get the dog, and the dog will give you the mana later on, which is really nice. Of course, you can also be a bit more careful if it's an aggressive deck, but still, the first 2 turns are more like a setup. You try to set up, and depending against what deck you play, you have to set up correctly. So inside the life gain, you want to set this up early against most of the aggressive decks. If it's not an aggressive deck, you can play an Overlord early on as well. But the Insight also gives you a land, you have to keep that in mind. Because we do not play that many lands, but we have many dogs, and we can find lands of the Insight or the Scout the City. But yeah, the deck is super powerful, and I think it's better to see it in action than explain this here in detail. But Estali, Awaken, amazing. Estali works great with Seam Rip. There are many lines, you're going to see them in this gameplay here. And yeah, if you like my content, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm trying to push the daily videos as good as I can again. A lot of fun playing this deck, and I wish you fun with the games. Pokulander. Okay, Pokulander. White. White, go. Not good enough here. What are these cards? Okay. Let's mill. Okay, this one we keep there. Okay, I see what this is, huh? Here I think we're just going for... No, cancel. Holy moly, I almost did something stupid. We're gonna get rid of that one for sure. We're gonna attack. The thing about a deck like this, it's really, really hard to predict what's coming next. It's a good card. It's a good card. Okay. I will do this first here because I do want to get the possibility of an extra mana next turn, so I can use Ooze more efficiently. Okay, yeah. That one we have the Seam Rip. That one we have the Seam Rip. Double spelling? Okay, okay. It's not easy, but that's fine. Definitely need the... Yeah, we take the damage. Okay. Can get a second Seam Rip. Oh, creature. Is there any creature land I want? Actually, no. Okay. So we're gonna start off with this. This one has to go. How many creatures? One? Yeah, I think it's... Do have one here, so... There's no creature in my graveyard, huh? Okay. Maybe I should have dropped the Halia early on there, but... Okay, they have another one. Quite good. It's a good card. What do you want to say? It's a good card. Well, we keep our Ooze, which is a 4/4. Okay. We can get a draw off here as well. Gonna get this here. Draw a card here. Okay, this is also nice since we can get back our Awaken the Horn of Death here. That's an annoying one. Okay. Now we probably will go wider than opponent. Okay, it's gonna be so interesting, this game. I need to get rid of Zenith. Zenith is not nice. But I don't have the mana for that. So... I played this. Not good yet. Okay. The mill is better here. This one. This one. I think we are in a decent position. I still have a seam rip to get back if I want to. The Enduring Innocence is not cool, but it's only one draw each turn. But I can get rid of it with Ooze. So that is okay. That is fine. That's a weird, it's a interesting one. Okay, that's not cool. I have to start getting rid of these cards. How many cards in exile? Okay. Opponent getting stronger cards too, so start to find ways to deal with Zenith, I guess, first. In the end, I believe we go wider than opponent, but didn't expect that this game gonna be like this already. Didn't expect that. They have some attacks, but let's see. We mill 3 cards, which is quite nice. Oh, it's a cool game. I like this. This is magic here. Okay. So we get a way to deal with Xenith here. How much life do I get? Not enough, huh? But I still should play both. Getting their life here too. Getting the draw. So Zenith gone, but maybe they have a second one. We can discard now creatures, which is nice. Ugh. We can we have a flyer, is also nice. Do they have another one? I still have a seam rip there, but I cannot get it. Okay, now they have a flyer too. This is one of those games. Okay. Okay guys, this is one of those games. I have 27 life. I have no creature in the graveyard right now. Wow, that's really good. And gonna get a land, huh? So we're gonna destroy this one, huh? Can also destroy, cannot have, nah. you. So, do I care about this one? They have quite a lot of ways to draw cards. I think this time it's just this. Okay. That's just so many things. I do believe we get wider than opponent. Do we have more creatures? Yeah, we have one more. Eight, 9, 7, 8. We have a lot of life, so quite confident. These attack here. They have to block here. This is a lethal attack. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting first game for sure. That is quite okay since I have more oozes. I don't mind this one. I also don't think they calculated this through. So yeah, hey, first game is a win. It's a bit a longer game than I wanted to play, but yeah, here we are. GG. Usually when you have the Dredge inside on hand, it's a keep. This one gives you so much access to many things. Chocobo is definitely more on the annoying side. So we have access to Seam Rip and Roots. I feel like it's more time for this. Here I feel it's probably the Ooze. And this ramps us on 1. Okay, so now we have to Seam Rip, but I'm a bit sad that we didn't find the removal spell for a potential Hydra. Chocobo, okay. Take damage. We have 5 mana. It just feels like if we survive it, we survive it. If not, we die. So, here we go. We'll get a lot of life from this stuff. Of course, that's what I get. Makes sense. On the top, have the right card. Usually what you need. I can get back a Seam Rip, but it's not good enough. I need my Ooze to survive, but it seems like it doesn't. Because it's Exactis, so yeah, it's actually more than Exactis. The order of opponent is just tilting me quite hard. Now, can we get out of this situation? Doesn't seem like it. I mean... Nope. Okay, I need to add one more card here that I didn't have yet. Yeah, let's keep. Blue. Okay, this is the indestructible deck. Means we just block all day. A bounce, maybe? It's not too bad if there's a bounce right now. Okay, glyph coming soon, but I can... I mean, the glyph is not too dangerous for me. That's an interesting one. Okay. Gonna get the land here. Awake the Honored God is a bit useless because they're just gonna activate the glyph and step. Okay, this is a good card. Now we have 4 mana. The question is, do I want to drop down the Catramos right now? I feel I want to. I think this is a good Catramos spot. Since it's not aggressive yet and we have the Seam Rip, it's kinda okay. Yeah. That is a Seam Rippable card. Tesseract can remove as well. Soon the system will be. So what are they looking at? They try to get rid of my Catramos, that's fine. We're definitely gonna get rid of their cards. It's more important here.
My network is already vast.
So we're gonna start off by getting rid of the nutrient block. And then we do get rid of the Tesseract. And this gives us definitely a good board state here with our other cards. Could deal with the cards from opponent, that's always nice. They can have glyphs of course, but that's okay. Okay, I have a glyph now. We take the damage. Okay. Let's go with this first. I could play it as a creature too, but I do need to find cards though. But I also need to mill more, so what could I play here? I can play a Tender. I think it's gonna be Catramos. Okay. We can discard our Ooze if we want to, and then we could get a Halia, but like we will just trade Ooze for Ooze maybe to get the life gain as well. But we do want to have Ooze. Ooze is the thing that draws us card next turn. Okay, I mean,
A new power
What do they want to minus here, right? Cannot see it. Oh, they exile my graveyard. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Second one, that's definitely an annoying one. But it's a bit tricky to do that with Ketramos on the battlefield. So, yeah. That's why we play it. This is our security thing. It's difficult. It's a difficult one. I will not discard here. I will react on it though. I will use the Mold Tender here. If they do it. So let's see how they play this one. So I can just discard the card in reaction to it, right? Now they have to use it. That is so interesting. That is really interesting. I'm a bit confused about what they did there. Well, I'm gonna draw my cards now. Now they maybe use it, but I still get everything and it activates my Ketramos. So that lantern is a bit of a weird one. Definitely a bit of a weird one. That's a lot of value. That's a lot of value. Go for it again. Now we have the attack on opponent 2. Because it has menace. Menace, menace, menace. That's a pretty good turn, I would say. I would call this a pretty good turn. And we're gonna draw a card. Okay. And we're gonna draw a card. Okay, that's a lot of card draw. That lantern is not doing too much there. I mean, Reclaimer is quite nice, of course, but we don't have anything in the graveyard. Maybe opponent's blind is the people. This is the third one. My god.
You're inferior in every art.
Okay, what are you gonna get rid of? Ketramos? Makes sense. But what do you want to sacrifice? It's a difficult decision. We have ways to deal with these enchantments, so artifacts, so it's quite fine. If that's it, then I'm quite happy. We're gonna start off with this one. Yeah, that's just like the value we get in this turn is pretty crazy. So yeah, hey, GG. Okay, human smoke. can play. This is nice because this already gives me the mana on turn 2. And then we have, yeah, let's definitely keep. Okay, that may be artifacts. Artifact is hard because of the cages. Let's see how we do. Against artifact, this is our best card. We maybe can force an early cage. This is not the best. Okay. Okay, they have a saw blade here. One saw blade down. If they drop synthesizer, we have to get rid of synthesizer. Bay we have to kill too. Here I wanna do green. It's okay if to take the damage. I can do 1 damage, makes me kinda happy. Okay. Attack here. Bay down. What is the next threat is the question, right? That is fine. Drawing a roots here. Okay. Don't have an ooze is quite frustrating, our hand. Pretty good draw, I'm not gonna lie. Cannot be better. Opponent had the best possible way. That is for sure. Okay. Discard this. And we have to get a creature to get the triggers. Should it be Ketramos here? I think it should be. But we cannot. So here we have the situation that if I don't kill Bay, it's a really stupid situation. I have to kill the Bay. Because if I kill Synthesizer, they just Bay into the next Synthesizer. And this way they are forced to have the artifacts to use. But I have 10 life, so it's not perfect, of course. This one I have to take. This one I have to take. Star Cage. Okay, yeah. It's definitely more on the annoying side. Pretty good. Pretty good draw. Let's see what we find. Ooh, Oozes. And Reclaimer. Well, I think it's the Reclaimer here. Reclaimer here is huge with Awaken. Battlefront. The opponent. What? 2 Battlefront, 2 base. They have all the cards. So let's see. Okay, that one is annoying, yeah. But we have the Reclaimer, which is huge. So if our Balemurk survives, We are forced to block here though, so that is something. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but okay. So we discard. I'm going for the Ooze, I think. The Awaken probably has to be on the synthesizer. It's really tricky. Like if they have I can get Awaken on synthesizer and then I cannot attack. I can attack, but then I have only one blocker. I do get life back though. But I only have one Ooze application. If they get an artifact, they lose there, so I cannot do that. Tapping again, quite frustrating. If they have a Bay, I lose, so... I can go for the synthesizer, but I think it's about how risky do I take this. No, I play it like this. I play this more like this. Can get a life and a trigger. Can get a life, a trigger, block, get another one. If they have Bay, I lose. No, I don't lose. So we're gonna keep it like this here, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Gonna keep it like this. I don't think we run into another battlefront. I mean, they had 2 base and 2 battlefronts. So I'm trying to... Okay, synthesizer, yeah. You can see that one. If the last card is a battlefront, then... Well played, opponent. Double top is super bad. So they can copy the cage. Or the synthesizer. Ooh, that's interesting. How are they gonna do this? That land is a problem, I just realized it. That land is a big problem. Need more Awaken. Need more. I mean, I get one next turn. Okay, I'm cool with that, actually. How much mana is this for, huh? Okay. I mean, no matter how I look at it, I need to get rid of all this synthesizer. Probably could have sneaked an attack here. But I'm a bit worried about the cage. I know. Maybe I should have sneaked in the attack, but I'm getting like to a position where I feel like I can play, and I get another Awaken next turn. That is really interesting. I don't think it should be this one. I get quite a lot of life. Okay. Okay, we get another Awaken round. Good discard. No. Could go with a Catramos here. But maybe it's the Halia to get more life. Okay. Create a token is a copy of target artifact or enchantment. So this is legendary. So if I kill this, I can also kill this one. I'm pretty sure they will copy the cage. These Reclaimers are absolutely a powerhouse. So we got rid of 2 Sanctrums. And we're getting there. We are getting there. Crazy game. Really crazy game. We are getting there. Okay, yeah. Try to find cards. Okay. I mean, they need to find a synthesizer, but every turn I will get rid of one of them. It's just not possible, huh? Wow, we actually, like, that's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, eh? That was a cool game, so GG. You ready? Zero Hunter. It's definitely more on a weird side of the hands. But we do have Mill. So it's roots into Overlord. This gives us the most chance to do something. Now finding a land would be really nice too, but playing against mono red that doesn't drop anything is quite interesting. And they don't have a really hard time with enchantments. So I hope I find a land. This one I really need to get rid of. Really important. So quite lucky to find that land. They maybe have a second nemesis, just the way it is with the hand they have, since they didn't have a 1 and 2 drop. Bolt wave. Don't have a creature in the graveyard yet. I'll take that damage. Jesus Christ. Next turn we get 1 trigger there, but I don't have a removal spell. Yeah, that's a bit frustrating here. They maybe have a dragon. That's why I have to keep the Awaken there. That's fine. We block this one. We just block. Okay, so we're gonna discard. We're gonna discard. I feel like it has to be this one, but it's also a root trigger. So how do we play this? We can get 1 life, play that one. But I also have to get rid of this one, and then we have a block, right? So most likely, I do want a land though. So, but if I get a land, then we don't get this played. So we need to get life, I guess, huh? That 1 life is not worth it here. I do need the most amount of blockers. This gives me the most amount of blockers and the most life. Okay. 11 life. We get 1 for sure with the Ooze. We have a way to trigger this and this. I just have to make sure I get rid of these nemesis. I mean, I still have to do it. Still have to do that. So I'm just gonna block the Ooze. I don't think they can finish me off here. They can sacrifice the Ooze though. Maybe have that card. But I still think I have to keep 1 blocker back. I have another Ooze. Which is fine too. And we have 1 creature there. Okay, so I expected this to happen. So we go We're going 4. But this is just Ooze, huh? Gives me 2 life to Ooze. I'm gonna do 1 now. I don't know what they really have. Maybe playing this one, but then I would be tapped. It's tricky. They can also just shoot me for 5, of course. Okay. It's not cool, but... Ah, they just fling it, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can do that too, of course. You can do that too. Ah, tricky. Tricky. They had like... at such a different angle mono red deck that it was quite hard for me to plan this. Okay, ready? Saturn. Okay, can keep this. I need access here, so I have to say green. Ugh. This one is white, so it's okay. But the problem with mono green is this trample. I cannot like, it's been so long since I faced mono green, and today is only mono green. So interesting, really. That's super interesting. That's the problem. So can we find the card to deal with it or not? No yet. So if I whiff on a creature, it would be worse. I can play Halia, get a life, do this, get a creature, get a token, get a life, draw a card. But it's more risky. Trying to get some mana and hopefully we'll survive this turn. If they have Chocobo into Passage, then hey, you want to play, you know how you play the game, right? We do have answers, but... do we have the Applaud already? Okay. It's still heavy. It's still quite heavy. Especially with the mana. They had the almost nuts, huh? Close, but not yet. So... close, but not yet. Yeah, not easy, huh? Okay, they tapped, which helps me. But I don't find it, which doesn't help me. And yeah, this position, it's basically over, right? Tapping is sometimes a bit annoying. One more mana and we could have dealt with the Hydra there. On the play and not on the play, huh? Different type of games. crazy. Not being like... Ah, best of one. You're a beautiful game. Ready. Jali Nateo Voador. Cannot keep this hand. I cannot keep for sure. Difficult decision. Difficult decision. Today mono green is the most played deck. This is so funny how the auto tempo works. It's just funny to see sometimes. So we need to mill a removal spell for the Hydra now, and then we need to find the card that gives me access to get it. Because mono green is always on the play. Okay, well, that's fine. Take that, we take it. What do we find? Have to take a creature. Okay. We do get cards out. 2 creatures in the graveyard. Okay, this one we have to take. It's a lot of damage, but... Only lands, huh? Okay. We get 2 roots applications, which is nice. Okay. Land here is the worst. Okay. So it triggers an attack, huh? It's 4 lands, so quite heavy. It's a 9/9. We have to block here because of the trample that comes in next. And I double the counters, so... Yeah, can we find the cards or not? Mr. on the play. A 7/7 is doable. How many do I have? 2, 3. Okay, let's start with... Okay. Like this, huh? It's pretty decent. Still, they have the tramplet there, which is a bit annoying. this one. That's the top deck we wanted. I'm just not happy about the mana sometimes. Yeah, that's about it, huh? Quite a lot of damage here. Let me tap. Okay. We also mill 3 cards, so we get more cards in our graveyard, but we are quite wide. It's not something mono green can deal with usually. They go all in. That's what they do. Okay, if they get this. Okay, that's some good cards. That is some good cards. Why wouldn't you... I didn't hit a single creature. I didn't hit a single creature there, which is kind of funny. But hey, we got it. Sometimes you win. Sometimes today the decks I face are quite interesting. Let's say like this. That's a keep. That's a keep. We have Tender and Roots. That's one of the best starts. Okay, if they, depending what they play. Okay, this looks like there may be a counter. Okay, maybe they remove here. Okay, so we know what it is now. Probably Roots first. We have Ooze, so. Okay, they missed land there, which helps me a lot. Okay, Spell Pierce, sure. Now we need to be careful. So they could only get this card, and if they discard now, I don't know. If they have a discard, they have a discard. I'm not scared of Odin alone. Okay, now we start with the Ooze. Shocking. You. Go and do it like this. Can have board wipes, that's fine. Just gonna get rid of the rest. I have one creature. Then we're gonna remove that one. Ooze is powerful. I don't know why it tapped that one, it's kind of stupid. We just keep Ooze mana up. That's the goal. Keep the Ooze mana up. Just keep exile all these stupid cards. Oh, it's beautiful when it works against these combo decks. Okay, sure. You can go for now. Okay. Can we win? We could find one card to win, yeah. Did not find it here. So they have to block here right now. I'm just gonna... Here. So now we have 9 damage. Okay, good game. Then we remove this one, right? And then we have it. So yeah. Poh, that was a powerful game. Definitely a powerful game and a cool game. Yeah, this deck, absolutely crazy. I will definitely play this more. The games can go quite long, as you will see. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. I think this is a really powerful deck. And I mean, someone played this in the top 50, and I saw them play that multiple times. Still not sure if it's the exact list, so this is the list I went with. Really cool deck, fun to play. Estali is a card that will definitely work more with Awaken. Like these two cards, like graveyard 4-color synergies. Maybe there's even more, but yeah, there's a lot of graveyard hate as well. This is why Ketramos comes in quite clutch, as you will see, against the Lantern. So funny to have that Ketramos on the battlefield and they're like hesitant to actually use it. But even if they have it, you have still a lot of ways to fill your graveyard again. Super fun deck. What do you think about this list? Let me know. We also have a new card, so yeah, I mean, we have Passage too, but so it's not like something totally off, and this is definitely a card that fits in Roots in general quite well. Super cool deck, super fun to play, and if you like my video, feel free to like and subscribe. And I hope the sound is better this time. So yeah, see you all next time. Wish you a good day, good night, wherever you are. Bye everyone.